players emerge as a superstar.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. And so in the game for the Jazz, a tall wing pair with Hood at the 2 and Hayward at the small forward. Johnson is out there with Gobert, and it's Hill in at the 5. Now, here is Young. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. One-on-one here. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. Hill dishes to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. Good, hits the bucket.
And those are the first points of the game.
Nice hoop to get the scoring started there.
Young pass to Prez. Here's Randall. The kick out to Young. Pass to Prez. It's stolen by Hill. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Hayward's running. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And Rodney Hood, talk about making a jump from year 1 to year 2. Greg, he improved in almost every facet of the game.
And Hood came into the league with a reputation as a dead-eye shooter, and that's been the case from both long and mid-range off the bounce. What has surprised some people, though, is his advanced ball handling and his ability to find open teammates. A relatively quick study there. Still a ton of upside to Hood's game.
And good that time.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Well, I tell you, that really sets a bad tone, especially this early. I mean, I'd rather see him commit a hard foul than give him an easy 2 like that. Show that you're willing to protect the basket. Make him earn it at least.
Jazz have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Hill kicks to Johnson. Back to Hill. Got a piece of it.
You gotta respect the D. Prez just spiking the shot back thanks to that amazing reach.
They get it back. Los Angeles on D. Outside Hood. It's back to Hill. Passes it to Gobert. Hayward outside. 6 on the shot clock. There's the 3. A rebound by the Lakers.
Clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Prez kicks to Young. He sinks the 11-footer.
And really, Young is never going to pass up a catch-and-shoot opportunity. He's remarkably efficient with those kinds of shots.
Johnson outside. Kicks to Hayward. Gobert, the screen. There's the feed to Hood. Puts it up from 17. That one doesn't go. And the Lakers take it the other way. The dish to Prez. Shoots from 12. And the shot goes in. Prez has got 7 points in the game. On draft day, a lot of teams passed on Justice Young, but he isn't looking like a second-round pick. Just great basketball from the Seton Hall product.
And you can see why teams passed on him. He's undersized for a guard, but the way he fearlessly goes at players and pushes himself is something you can't measure in inches.
Down low, here's Young. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And Young works for everything he gets down low. Just unreal focus in the paint, which earns him these calls.
Alec Burks checked in for Utah.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Gobert, the screen. Hill dishes to Johnson. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Johnson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Los Angeles leading by 3. And here is Prez. Another guy who really kicked it up a notch for his team in that Grizzlies game. Yep, it counts.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands.
These guys are relying on one man to beat us. He is really causing problems for us from the outside. So I want bodies on him constant. No space. I'm gonna smother him. Let's go, guys. Let's play some defense.
In class in assists over the last 10 games. Prez is second.
Impressive dime count there, and you like to see that from a rookie. No better way to make a first impression than by spreading the wealth.
And his teammates love him, guys. I mean, and why wouldn't they? He's tenacious, he's unselfish, delivers the ball where they can do something with it. I mean, that gets you favor with your teammates right away.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
You know, really Young is not one to quit after getting hit. He's really good at playing through contact and getting the and one opportunity.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. With he's checked in for Gobert. Favors comes in for Johnson. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Raul Neto subbed in for Hill. Burks kicks to Favors. Nice ball movement by Utah. Pulls up. It's tipped, and they'll keep possession. And looking at the steal numbers for the season, this chart showing OJ's contribution, steals per game by Prez and Justice Young versus the rest of the team.
Well, you had a feeling just from watching OJ how special they are at coming up with the steals. This is just an incredible graphic. You think of all the easy points that this team has generated off of turnovers and steals, and a huge part of that is due to the relentless thievery of Prez and Young. I tell you what, Derek Favors has arrived. I mean, the third overall pick back in the 2010 draft. Never a doubt about the ability and the talent, but I think it took him a while to get comfortable playing at this level. And then the last two seasons, it feels like he's just kind of put it all together. It oftentimes takes young guys coming into this league a little bit of time to develop their niche and their identity, but once they do, boy, watch out.
Lakers leading by 7. The rebound by Withy.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Another miss by Utah. And talking about the improvements made by Favors, he's really added something to his game break every single year.
A great point. I mean, he plays the pick and roll beautifully now, whether it's rolling to the basket on offense or using his mobility to deter the pick and roll at the other end. I mean, the versatility to man both front court spots is a huge plus when you're playing matchups. If he can just stay healthy, he has the potential to become a perennial all-star. The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Neto, the pass to Ingles. Inside, Favors. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. The Jazz have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line. Los Angeles leading by 10. On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. Hill pairs up with Hood in the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Hayward, and it's Gobert in at center.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Utah Jazz is one of the up-and-coming teams in the West, and it was a system-wide commitment to young players. The younger teams tend to struggle, but head coach Quinn Snyder said he's committed to letting his players learn through their mistakes. He said it may be painful at times, but that's how we get better. In a lot of things, the only way to learn is through experience.
They're catching on quickly, thanks, D.A. And Nance kicks to Prez. Back to Nance. Dishes it to Young. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Hood. Poke loose. with a clear path to the hoop.
And really like how Perez keeps his hands moving, which is why he comes away with important steals.
And Gobert kicks to Hood. Gobert the screen. Hayward dishes to Gobert. Back to Hayward. Clock at 6. Johnson outside. Hood for 3. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
And quickly, let's look at the numbers for Gobert. First in blocks, 7th in field goal percentage, and he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
Boy, and he's been a human highlight reel all season. Clearly the best shot blocker in the game right now.
Randall's checked in for Moscow.
Man, I like to see Perez get aggressive inside. Really determined to score when he gets that close to the rim.
Hill kicks to Hayward. Fires the 3. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 4th rebound in this one.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Jazz trail by 11. Now Hill, 17 points for him last game against Denver.
And how about how opportunistic he was defensively? Steal after steal for him in that game just showed the quickness of his hands and anticipation. And another miss. Whew, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Let's go. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Excellent game we've seen from Perez. 15 points and 2 blocks.
And if I had to pick what he's done best today, I'd probably lean towards the offensive performance.
Well, just to be a contrarian, I'm going to go to the other side because he's been just as impressive, I think, at the defensive end.
Johnson outside. Pass to Hayward. Johnson the screen. Hayward with the ball. Now guarded by Ingram. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut to just 11 points in the basket from Hood. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Here's Perez. He's got 17. And taken away by Johnson. To the middle. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that,
Bring it in. Take a seat. I love the energy, fellas. I really do. But now we got to keep it up and stay focused. Remember, you're my Pippen and you're my Jordan. Finish this game like they will.
Just scores in the league over the last 10 games. Perez, number 1.
That's just an impressive scoring run. And guys, I don't think he's done. He's got a lot more where that came from.
yeah, let me tell you, you better believe he does. I mean, he has a deep reservoir of offensive skills that are just now being fully tapped.
And that one comes up a bit short. Jazz trail by 8. And the Stifle Tower, the French rejection, whichever name you want to give for Rudy Gobert, it probably speaks to his tremendous rim protection abilities, Greg.
Man, a few years back at the Combine, his wingspan measured at a record 7 feet, 8.5 inches. Clearly one of the league's premier shot blockers. Very difficult to shoot a high percentage against him. And at the offensive end, he's become an excellent rebounder and finisher in traffic.
The Lakers have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, They've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
And the Jazz making a change here. Favors is checked in. Favors with the screen. Down low. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Look at the Lakers. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, the Utah Jazz, 9.5 games behind.
And seeing where Utah is, they've just lacked that one extra piece that could put them over the top this season. They haven't been able to kind of set themselves apart.
You know, you're right. They're not that far from being true contenders, but it doesn't look like this is the season for them to do so.
Hood with it, now guarded by Prez. Hill has the open look. Utah the rebound. And Favors kicks to Hill. Back to Favors. Hayward on the wing. He's coming off a 22-point game against Denver. Clock at 4. Again missing Hill.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Pick up by Hill. Favors passes to Hayward. And the shot is long.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the lean is probably not the best option on that shot.
Gobert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Los Angeles on top, up by 7. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, thanks, Kevin. Hey, you look really composed out there. Has patience on offense been a factor for you?
You know, it's not always easy to stay patient and use restraint on offense, but another way I play, can work wonders for me. So I think just waiting for the right shot has always been where I've had success here so far.
No question, not forcing the issue, right?
Exactly.
Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right.
Nice work, but we can still improve. Take a seat. Listen, guys, we've got one guy.
And now the third quarter about to get going. We're seeing a tremendous game from Prez.
It's been about his ability to just lock down the opponent from a defensive standpoint. A lot of shots also being blocked.
That reach he's shown, Greg, has certainly been fantastic in getting to some of these shots. I mean, he looks like he's got telescopic arms out there.
Bean, he's in at shooting guard. Julius Randle is out there with Larry Nance. Then it's Ingram, and it's Young in at the point guard. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. It's stolen by Prez by himself, and a hard slam there from Prez to finish off the play.
And that's the athleticism that had him so highly touted coming into the league.
Outside Hood. Outside Hill. Back to Hood. Gobert the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Utah needs to get off a shot here, and Hayward gets it to go.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Lakers leading by 9. Ingram dishes to Prez. Puts it up from 12. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Prez has got 4 this quarter.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Here's Hood. That's tipped.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Hill kicks to Johnson. Tipped away. Tries to save it. And Prez with a clear path to... Oh!
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. The Jazz with another miss, and it's the Lakers' ball. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Utah has turned a corner, establishing its identity under Quinn Snyder as a youthful, defensive-minded team. Coach Snyder said, our players have gotten better. Our team has gotten better. There was a connectivity and a defensive mindset that was bubbling beneath the surface. The habits were there. The intensity was there. Things have just clicked. Kevin?
All right, D.A., they're on the rise. Randall, a screen on Hood. Prez passes to Randall. Terrific design on the big play. He lays it in. Randall's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D has it.
Now that's how we play the game. Bring it in. Let's go. I like what I see out there, fellas. We're playing like we want it more than them. Just keep squeezing that orange juice.
Rebounder, you can never dismiss or discount that. It's almost like the ball finds him. He's so good at tracking it down.
The Lakers making a switch here. Mozgov's checked in, and it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Johnson kicks to Hill. Johnson the screen. Shot clock at 6. Tries to snap the cold streak. Drained for 2 points.
The impressive length of Hill really comes into play when he's in the post. Defenders have a difficult time getting to a shot.
Here's Prez. You look at that great two-man play from Prez and Young.
Well, you know Young likes to get the ball to Prez when he can, and he found him in a good spot.
This will be his 4th shot at the line in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
And taken away by Johnson. In the corner, it's Hayward. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one. Lakers leading by 15. Young with the ball. He's got 7, and Randall throws it down.
Yeah, and just superb work there by Young. So unselfish with the basketball. Really likes getting the ball to his teammates.
They double-team Johnson. Nice ball movement by Utah. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Derek Favors checked in for Johnson. Gobert with the block. Jazz trail by 15. And a wide open look for Hood. Offline with his 3.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Randall. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And you know, Julius Randle in some ways is a bit of a throwback type player. He's got a powerful body, likes to bang inside and field defenders, does a good job rebounding and scoring in the paint, yet not yet an effective shooter at the 4 spot, and I think that's where he's got to improve.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for the Jazz. Burks comes in for Hood. Young with the steal. And it's the Lakers on the break. Young with the ball, and then shoots it in.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And around the league nowadays, teams like their power forwards to be able to shoot from outside. Julius Randle's percentages drop steeply away from the rim, as we saw.
And even around the rim, too, Kevin, the length of NBA players has bothered him in the paint area.
Way to work, gentlemen. Let's go now. Hustle up. Listen up. We have these guys back on their heels, and now they're playing like they're desperate. Just keep squeezing that orange juice, gentlemen.
Didn't care for.
Jeff Withy, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Lakers leading by 16. Screen by Young. Russell kicks to Young. Back to Russell. He feeds it to Prez. Takes the 13-footer. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Amazing shooting from Prez. A gutsy player who has no fear pulling up right away.
Withy kicks to Hill. Here's Favors. Excellent D that time from Robinson. And for the Lakers, their shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall?
Over the last 10 games, Kevin, you can see where the Lakers rank in the league right now. First in steals, first in field goal percentage, and they're also #1 in free throw shooting. A team that makes foul shots gives itself and its coaching staff a lot of confidence.
And you mentioned their steals. I mean, it's great defensive anticipation that has them at the top of the rankings. They've been tremendous at reading the offense and getting into those passing lanes.
And there's the pass to Zubac. Back to Young. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. With this break in the action, here's a look at the teams that have blocked the most shots in the NBA this last month. In third, the Jazz.
You know, shot blocking can sometimes be like a spark plug or an energy injection for the defense. Their home crowd really gets into it when they throw those shots out of there.
Shot from the inbound. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Young's got 9.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Ingles can't get it to go.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Young dishes to Russell. Back to Young. Fires from 18. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Young's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, and Young has a beautiful touch from the mid-range, really sticking it to the D from there. Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
52 seconds left here in the third quarter. The rebound by Withy. Withy's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Ingles. 5 points in the game. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Young outside. Here's Robinson. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
A different look for Utah. Hood comes in for Alec Burks, and George Hill's subbed in for Raul Neto. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Hill passes to Withy, to the paint, takes the 13-footer. Favors can't get it to go. Now here's Prez, covered by Hood. Now here's Prez. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here.
Still Lakers ball.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
Yeah, it's hard to tell on that one, and so a good time to go to the replay and just to make sure if he got it off on time.
Yeah, and the officials on the floor will make the final determination after reviewing the footage from the NBA's replay center. And we can follow along. We see what they're seeing.
And they've overturned the call. The replay was conclusive, and that one's going to count.
And Kevin, an example of why it's good to have replay. I don't know what kind of impact it'll have on the final result.
Welcome back as we get ready. Some changes here for the Lakers. Prez is checked in for Robinson. Young is subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Gobert, he's checked in for Withy. Johnson comes in for Trey Lyles. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Mack. And it's Hill in for Exum. Taking a look at the Jazz. George Hill out there with Hayward. And it's Rudy Gobert. Then it's Johnson. And it's Ingles. And it's the 3-slot.
And it's easy to admire Prez, a gifted player with a tremendous drive to be as good as he can possibly be.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Alec Burks checked in for Hayward. And Raul Neto's subbed in for George Hill.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's Prez. Los Angeles with another miss. Jazz have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Johnson kicks to Gobert. Mozgov with the steal. And there's Prez on the assist by Dang. 40 points for Prez. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
That's tipped. LA has gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Shots good from Young.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's Prez. Goes back up. And the nice bucket inside from Mozgov.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Johnson kicks to Gobert. Here's Neto. Feeds it to Burks. And that time, also a missed shot.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
Here's Prez. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Prez has got 42 in the game.
And Prez is the last guy you want to let get hot if you are the defense. When he's scoring like this, the D is in trouble.
Gobert, the screen. Lets it go from 11. And again, shot good from Prez. Prez has got 44.
They just can't miss. Everything they put up, it seems, goes in.
You know, sometimes you're the bug, and sometimes you're the windshield. They are certainly the bugs tonight. Nothing going their way.
And I'm not even sure that I'd want to be the windshield.
No, maybe the windshield wiper.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Outside Dang. He dishes it to Prez. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's really tremendous work inside from Prez, just taking it to the defense and easily earning the call.
Robinson's checked in for Los Angeles. And a switcher also for Utah. Withy's checked in for Gobert. Jazz shooting the pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in the bench. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
Yep, but 2 more to go before the end of the season, and they'll obviously be very confident heading into those 2 games.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Prez. You can set a tone with defense, and that's exactly what he did with how he protected the rim.
And off the front iron, and in it goes. Prez has got 50 points.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of serve.
On its way from Burks for 2. Nice D from Prez. Here are the Lakers. They're on an 18-6 run. And here's Utah. Burks kicks to Johnson. And here's Neto outside. A 3-pointer is right on target.
Neto.
And here is Prez. Shot from the wing. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
Jazz ball. Jazz substitution. Trey Lyles.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night.